I talk to a lot of founders, and how do you think about when to take a venture capital versus strategic capital? Have you weighed that decision? Because obviously, uh, I think strategic capital can be really good or especially complementary. But how do you think about that, the trade off?
I'm We've thought about it a lot. Pretty much every round we've done, we've always tried to actually bring in both. Because I think when you're raising, you're ultimately thinking, well, why am I raising in the first place? It's probably because there's some value that you want to bring onto the cap table. There are some groups that you want to bring around the table. And as we've thought about it, venture capital is amazing at, well, typically amazing at business building, right? Your VCs are going to be able to help you think about how to scale the company, how to hire amazing talent, how to find the right people into the right roles, how to think about building, your sales comp plans, how to think about expanding into new markets. A great VC will just have had enough reps that they'll have seen companies go through the same challenges and solve similar challenges. And generally, what I find is, very few challenges are uniquely you are experiencing them for the first time. There's this entire history of companies that came before you that I think it's very prudent to learn best practices from and, really to stand on the shoulders of giants. At the same time, if you think about strategics, they typically know your customers much more than a VC will. And in some cases, they actually are your customers. And
Hmm.
so when I think about Wesco, to us, what's so exciting is that Wesco is the biggest electrical distributor in the country, right? They have a phenomenal network, both of actual distribution and
Hmm.
partnerships for us to tap into, but also just an incredible wealth of knowledge. They have been operating for a lot longer than we have. There's, I would say, incredible value from working with strategics. And for us, I mean, a lot of customers that we've signed and partnerships that we struck all came out of introductions that strategics have made. So really, I think the value that both of them add is quite different. And so to me, it's always been a matter of how do you bring both in.